Fowler. Number 24, Maggie Trombley. Number 21, Daniel Swaston. Number 14, Cindy Harrigan. Number 11, Marissa Cook. Bulldogs are coached by Mr. Niemeyer. Now for the Elizabethtown Lions. Number 4, Kelsey Gibson. Number 5, Diamond Pat Podmore. Number 23, Jessica Pellerman. Number 25, Val Plant. And number 52, Riley Newman. The Lions are coached by Mr. Radcliffe. Please stand for playing our national anthem.
Our referees tonight are Al Rose and Steve Parker. Calvin Castine at Chateaugay Central Rural School. It's the 29th day of December 2008. And this is a little Section 7, Section 10 meetup. Elizabethtown-Lewis Lions and the Chateaugay Bulldogs. And later on today, there'll be the Chazy Eagles and the Brushton Moira Panthers. And the first points of the game are scored by the Bulldogs. That was Cindy Harrigan scoring for the Doggies. Elizabethtown-Lewis Lions and the Chateaugay Bulldogs right here, right now on Hometown Cable. Temperature and barely above freezing range, which is better than barely above zero range. Three-pointer popped in there by Riley Demon. Demon hitting the tray and giving the Bulldogs a 3-2 lead, but coming right back is Candace Fowler. Excuse me, that's for the Bulldogs. The Lions, the Lions had the lead briefly. Chateaugay and what appears to be a zone defense, probably a 3-2. Got one Lion waiting to come in, but she wasn't whistled in there. It should have been. Dogs turn it over, and Chateaugay-Lewis with the ball. There's a steal, looking for the dunk, but settling for a layup was Maggie Trombley. Trombley makes it 6-3 in favor of Chateaugay, and we're going to have a travel. Admission price for today's game only $1. So Hazy will barely pay for the lights, let alone the referees tonight. Basket there by Danielle Swanston. And it's an 8-3 lead here early for the Bulldogs. Damon called for a 3-second violation. This is Marissa Cook bringing it down for Chateaugay. Quick shot, thrown up, a little too strong. Thrown up there by Harrigan. However, as luck would have it, it went off a Lion finger. The Bulldogs keep it. Rebounded by Provost, Chelsea Provost. And this is Britt Pajak. Back to Pajak. Driving to paint, throwing it up was Ashley Cannabush. Pajak will inbound. Thrown up but short by Sherman. And the ball was hauled down by Harrigan. Thrown into the paint. Put up short. And good hustle there by Demon. Gets the ball. Provost gives to Pajak. Into the forecourt. The Bulldogs leading 8-3. We're 3.5 minutes into the game. Rebound cleared for the Bulldogs by Swanston. And laid in by Candace Fowler. And it's now 10-3 with 4:16 on the clock. There were 4 subs on the floor for the Lions, and we got an injury here. Oh, another body flying to the floor here. First of all, Cook went down. She is back up, and not sure who hit the deck underneath the basket. It may have been Demon. And we're going to have 4 players in for the Lions. That's low post action there by 21 Swanston. Swanston gets it again, and she'll go to the charity stripe. Front of that rim hangs down about an inch lower than it should be. Didn't hit the rim, and Swanston kind of shook her eyes in disbelief. So the score remains 10-3 in favor of Chateaugay. Lions have the ball. This is Kelsey Gibson. Over to Britt Pajak, taken away. And it was laid in by Maggie Tremblay. I'll make it 12-3. Gibson with the ball. Keeps it, throws it up. She is blocked. Force of the block. Knocked it to the floor because she still had contact with the ball. Both teams are racing up and down the floor. 3:07 on the clock. There's Gibson into the forecourt. 12-3. Chateaugay leads. The shot is off the rim. And Chateaugay has good size under that basket. There's a steal knocked loose by Val Plant. Gibson is down. She's going to shoot 2. And Demon is in for the shooter. No foul. Oh, no. There's apparently no foul on that. I thought Gibson was going to be the shooter, but there is no foul, so no shot. Long shot by Plant. Chateaugay ball. Ball comes into Cook. We're going to have a foul on Britt Pajak. Maggie Trombley will inbound. Controlled by Fowler. Raquel Fowler in the game, number 13. It'll be a Lion ball. Gibson will bring it up. 2 minutes to go in first period. The Lions led 3-2. Well, it's 10 unanswered points for the Bulldogs since then. Diamond pushes it back outside. There's a long shot by Gibson. And ball controlled in the corner. We have a double dribble called on Maggie Trombley. So with 1:41 showing in the first, the Lions will get the ball back. Slapped, knocked loose, but Gibson gets it back as Trombley almost had the steal. Air ball. Pulled down by Trombley. She's all over the place. Broken up by Gibson, and Gibson controls it. She not only slapped the ball, but she chased after it and controlled it. Long shot thrown up there by Pajak. Now we have a travel called. Cassie Jones, not to be confused with Casey Jones, is in for the Lions. With Trombley and who's that? 23 Fowler scored. I was just about to say Trombley and Cook in the backcourt. So that makes it 14-3, 12 unanswered points for the Bulldogs. Both schools, Class D schools. Riley Demon hits it, and it's another three-pointer, makes it 14-6. I think she's got that first three-pointer. So if so, she's got all 6 points for the Lions. Nice job of getting open, and then an easy layup by Trombley. 15 seconds, 10-point lead for the Bulldogs. Intended for Jones. 6.5 seconds to go. Long pass. Oh, almost controlled. Almost a beautiful play as the ball almost up to Swanston. 16-6 at the end of the first period here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Gibson in to Cannabush. Cannabush with the ball. Gets it to the floor. And Demon with the rebound and basket. Or was it Sherman? No, it must have been Sherman. Megan Sherman, I believe, was 32. Well, it might have been 52. Oh well, whoever did it knows who did it. Rebound, pull down. What was that? I thought it was 15. It must have been 13. Oh, injury. Cook is hurt. Cook being carried off. Number 20, Kateri Stemmer, comes in for the injured Cook. Cook and administered 2 on the sideline. Hopefully should be around tomorrow. Doubt if she'll be back today. Another basket by Demon. And it's 16-10. The Bulldogs lead cut down to just 10 here by the Lions. Ball comes low, hook shot is thrown up. Good second and third effort there by Candace Fowler. LaPlante comes back to give the ball back to Gibson. 6:27 on the clock. 18-10. The Bulldogs leading the Lions. Tremblay has it stripped away by Gibson. Tremblay will inbound. And ball controlled by Sherman. That's laid in by, it may have been the Cannabush. 18-12 now, back to a 6-point difference. 5:50 showing in the first half. Here's a long shot by Tremblay. Fowler puts it up, too strong. And blocked by Sherman. A long shot taken by Harrigan. And here come the Lions. Gibson throws it up on the fly. Rebound pulled down by Fowler. Harrigan, short. Here's a shot from the corner, a nice one by Candy Harrigan, or Cindy Harrigan. Back to get the ball was Plant. And Tremblay also was interested in that basketball. Gibson has it.
Keep moving.
And Gibson draws the foul. Gibson. Pellerin and Jones in for the Lions. Gibson gets that one to fall. And the score is 20-13. 4.5 to go in the first half. Lions in a 3-2 defense. Or a 2-3 defense, I'm not sure. Seems to change. A little too strong by Swanston. Gibson fires it up to Cannabush. And Stemmer comes out. And the Bulldogs will keep it. Ball comes low. Tremblay will inbound. Stemmer gives it out to Tremblay.
Eventually, I'll tell you first.
And the shot off was Fowler. .320 on the clock. 7-point lead for the team in maroon, Chateaugay. And Gibson with a three-pointer. That'll cut it down to a 4-point ball game. It's 20-16 now. It was 16-6 at the end of the first period. The 10-point Chateaugay lead has been cut down to just 4. And it's stolen by Gibson. Red ball. Trombley brings it up. 1-2-2, 3-2 type of defense. Trombley for three. Ball went off Pellerin. It'll be red ball. 2:22 on the clock. And basket by Swanston. 22-16. Thrown out of bounds. Red ball. Too strong on a shot by Swanston. Controlled by Fowler. Trombley misses them both, but there for the rebound was Candace Fowler, and it's an 8-point, 24-16 lead for Chateaugay. Shot in and out by Plant. Rebound by Swanston. Here comes Trombley. Rebounded by Swanston. Fowler throws it up. Swanston. One minute to go in the half. 24-16 the score. Whoa. Swanston knocked it out of bounds. A little follow through there. Kind of popped Pajak on the head. No call on that. Pajak out to Plant. Plant at the line. Rebounded by Fowler. Traveling by Raquel Fowler. .30 seconds to go in the half. Bulldogs will get the ball with 18.3 on the clock. Coach Niemeyer saying use it all. Count the basket. Candace Fowler is fouled. Fowler was the foulee that time. Makes it a 3-point play and an 11-point lead with 3.8 seconds. Gibson will have to toss it up at the buzzer. So, after cutting it down to a 4-point difference, the Lions see it back up at 11 now, and it's 27-16 at the half here on Hometown Cable. Gibson tosses it in. Pajak brings it up. needs help. Gibson comes around and grabs the ball. It's the start of the second half. Gibson dishes it off. Shot pulled up a little short there by Pellerin. Trombley will bring it up for the Bulldogs. Elizabethtown-Lewis ball. Gibson will bring it up. It's Plant. What appears to be a man-to-man defense for Chateaugay. From the elbow, nice shot by Jess Pellerin. They get the first points of the second half. 27-18 the score. The Bulldogs have scored 60% of the points thus far. That's about to change as Swanston steps to the line. She'll shoot 2. And she makes it a 10-point, 28-18 advantage. And it's stolen by Fowler to Trombley and knocked out of bounds by Gibson. Swanston. Turnaround is missed. Pajak puts the ball to Plant. Pajak keeps it, throws it up. Rebounded by Swanston. Trombley will bring it up for the Bulldogs. 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Only 2 points for each team here in the second half thus far. Actually 2-1 has been. That makes the third point there as Swanston hits. So it's 3-2 in the second half. About 30-12, 30-18, 12-point lead. Oh! Wow. How Gibson avoided banging her head on the floor. She goes up all out, and when she gets blocked, she goes flying. It's about the third time at least that she has landed on the floor on a block shot. The foul was on Pellerin. Shot from the elbow is way off the mark. Swanston puts it up and in. And Danielle Swanston makes it 32-18. So now 64% of the points have been scored by Chateaugay, up from a recent 60. Demon is fouled. And hits them both. 4:26 showing in the in the third quarter. 32-20 is the score. Fowler a little too hard. Harrigan shooting 2. second. 33-20. 4:12 on the clock. Gibson will bring it up. Plant. Over to Demon. Whoop. Cannabush hit the floor, but she's back up. Going up by Fowler, pushed back up there by, I'm not sure who. There's Fowler, basket. Candace Fowler. 35-20, 15-point lead, biggest lead of the day. For Chateaugay, we have 3:26 showing in the third. Lions work it to the elbow. Demon throws it up, follows her shot, takes it out of the hands of Swanston. Swanston slaps the ball.
Box out right, stay in the corner, right?
Gibson will inbound. 3:12 on the clock. We had Stemmer back in for the Bulldogs. Rebound Harrigan, she's fouled. Trombley brings it up. Bulldogs managed to get the rebound. Foul was on Plant. Swanston hits them both. 37-20. We have timeout for Chateaugay. .247 on the clock. 17-point lead for Chateaugay. Chateaugay in a 2-3 defense now. You see the camera jumping a little bit. At the end of the bleachers, you have Randy Lozier telling an exciting story to George Dyer, and he's putting a lot of emphasis in the story. Nice shot by Fowler. Candace Fowler makes it a 19-point lead now. And the Bulldogs are 1 point away from doubling the score against... It fell. Gibson says, oh, I'll take more than one to double the score now. As Kelsey Gibson hits the three-pointer that didn't want to drop, but it had to, so it did. There's a long shot from the outside by Cindy Harrigan. That's 41-23, 1:37 on the game clock. We're in the third quarter. December 29th, 2008, knocked loose by Trombley, picked up by Swanston. Trombley into the forecourt. From the elbow, Harrigan shot rolls off the rim and chased into the bleachers. It's white ball. Gibson will inbound it, and she'll toss it into Pajak. Whoa, way downtown. Gibson way downtown, and that one didn't go in though. Haven't seen a shot like that since downtown Harvey was playing here at Chazy. Harrigan with a long two-pointer. And it's 43-23, 20-point lead now for Chateaugay. Chateaugay with only 8 players suited up for the game, and one of them is injured. From the outside, Demon does it again, and it's 43-23. 15 seconds to go in the third period. And Fowler takes it right to the hoop for a 45-26 lead. 2 seconds. Gibson off the front of the rim. After 3, it's 45-26, 19-point lead for the Bulldogs. Plant over to Demon. Back to Plant. Excuse me, Pajak. Pajak 21, Plant's 25. Demon. Fouls on Stemmer. There's Plant over to Pajak. Too strong, rebounded by Harrigan and travel by Tremblay. Gibson will inbound. Finds Plant. Short. Demon is there. And it's in. So we'll call that a pass from Pajak. 45-28. Chateaugay with the ball and the big comfortable lead. Too strong. Tracked down by Plant. And a running hook shot by Gibson. After Pajak was knocked to the floor, but mainly through her own initiative. Easy 2 for Candace Fowler. 47-30, back to a 17-point lead for the Bulldogs. Demon out to Gibson. And a three-pointer for Kelsey Gibson. 47-33. Off the rim on the shot by Demon, rebounded Fowler. Goes to Tremblay. Harrigan back to Tremblay. Swanston in the corner. Swanston set to come in. Oh, excuse me, Cannabush set to come in. Tremblay hits. We have a white time. Tremblay shooting her second shot. It's good. That makes it 49-33. Gibson will bring it up. Demon goes to Plant. Demon to Gibson. Now Pajak goes low to Cannabush. Shot put up by Plant and fouls on Cannabush. Candace Fowler at the line. 5:05 on the clock. Sub didn't come in. Fowler to Trombley. 50-33 the score. 4:47. Here's a shot. Thrown up by Swanston. Rebound. Who's got it? That's Plant. Here's Gibson. Demon back outside to Plant. And Demon with another three-pointer. She shot very well from the outside. 50-36 score. Chateaugay continues to lead. Her lead is now at 14. Fowler to Harrigan underneath. Swanston is fouled. Gibson goes down. Gibson will inbound. Two, 3 defense for Chateaugay. Gibson. And Fowler gets the rebound, gives to Fowler. Trombley. Red ball. 3.5 to go. Count the basket. Cannabush with the foul. Gibson with that foul. We have a couple of subs in for the Lions. We have Podmore and Pellerin. Fowler at the line. Shooter across too soon. I thought it was a shooter, but they're saying that Swanston was too soon. 54-36, 18-point lead, back to a 60% of the points situation for Chateaugay. Stolen by Trombley. 2:47 left in the game. Swanston to Fowler. Fowler is down. And it's white ball. Gibson into the forecourt. Gibson will inbound. Plant. Podmore tied up. Down to 2:11. 54-36 the score. Fouls on Demon. Sherman in for the Lions and Leach. With just under 2 to go, Leach will come in. First time I've seen her out there. And basket is good by Swanston. And it's a 20-point lead for Chateaugay. Chateaugay against the Elizabethtown-Lewis Lions. Fowler up to Swanston. Back out for Trombley. Fowler, too strong. Caitlin Pajak in for Gibson. 1:27 on the clock. Fowler shot, rebounded by Fowler. Swanston shooting 2. Jones back in for the Lions. Swanston makes it 58-36, 22-point lead, biggest lead of the day for Chateaugay. Podmore puts it to the floor. Now Plant. Stammer back in for Chateaugay. Under a minute now, under a minute to go. Fowler reverse, yes, nice move by Candace Fowler, not to be confused with Raquel Fowler. Stolen by Fowler. 60-36 is the score. "22 seconds. Rebound by Sherman. And here come the Lions. This is Podmore. 60-36, a 24-point victory for Chateaugay. They defeat the Elizabethtown-Lewis Lions, and although they're from Section 10 and E-Town is from Section 7, Chateaugay actually has a shorter bus ride home than do the Elizabethtown-Lewis Lions. So that's the way it was. December 29th, 2008. Thanks for watching. And for those of you supporting viewer-supported local television, hometown cable, win, lose or draw TV worth your support, hometown cable.